Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here to the 43, 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 6. Another run for Gibbs here. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Here is 3rd and 5. Goes out left. It's caught by Williams.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Operating from the gun, Williams.
That is incomplete.
The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
Runs through the contact. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 30. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Williams on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Fourth down to give to Gibbs.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal.
Williams operating from the gun.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
2 yards on the touchdown there.
And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Second down and 6 now.
Looking to throw. Williams. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 3.
On play action, they'll throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard
line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on 4th down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
He'll take it at the 42. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's pick it up.
Here we go. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Trying the left side with Gibbs.
And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now 2nd and 9. Head off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
72 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On the set. Fight 60. Ready?
They'll run with Gibbs.
And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
You want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Gibbs will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Don't let him get there. No first down. Don't let him get there. Over to the O, boys. Let's stop him here.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Williams.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Ready.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Check, man. Check, man.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. That one will set them back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
And that's caught inside the 30.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
It's a gain of 35. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we're back underway in the second half.
This is going to be returned from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 78 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
19 strikes. 19 strikes.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Come on, that call. Get off the field. Your eyes checked, ref. 60 Maverick. Check smash. Check smash. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2nd down and 4. Hand off now to Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Lions.
A give right side for Gibbs.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
11 yards there and a Lion first down.
First down, Detroit.
Looking to throw. Williams. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They run again here with Gray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They throw it out right complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Teamwork!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Moving inside the 20.
And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. On
On second down, here's Gibbs.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And I think the ball's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point. But being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Now Williams. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Williams now. Off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. This offense so far on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be third and forever. Off the play fake. Williams. Under pressure, they got him again. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Back to throw. Williams. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And quickly they get to the line. 2nd and 11. Steps away to his left. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run, and that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Oh, look at this play call. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance, if they want, to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
137 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Another run for Gibbs here to about the 33-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
First down, Detroit.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run. 39 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Career touchdown number 136, tying him with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list.
And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
2nd and 6.
Second and 6.
They'll look to throw here. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Escapes the defender.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
That is caught by Laporta.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.